How's it going, everybody? Playing some more Scooby Unmasked today, and today we're going to be doing one of my favorite levels, at least it was when I was younger, and that is the water park. Now, the thing that I really like about the water park level is that there's actually like a little sliding sequence at the end, and it is apparently the longest water slide in the history of the world. So I am very excited to get to experience it again. It kind of reminds me of the sewer level back in Chinatown, but I think this one might be a little bit longer. At least in terms of the slide part. But here's our new costume, which allows us to fly around. It's not super useful just for like getting around normally, but it's cool to have something different, you know?
Like Scoob, wait for me! Hey! Isn't that this guitar ghoul guy? Let's have a look. One thing's for sure, this guy rocks. Get it? He rocks! Raggy! Help me, Scooby! Raggy!
So right off the bat, we lose Shaggy, and follows the trend of Scooby always being separated from everyone. There's a few things up here we can get. Some Scooby snacks, some rubber. I don't think there's any ingredients. No, I don't think there is. It's just these horrendous, tragical rats. And these are explosive barrels. Now, I'm pretty sure their only use is to hurt Scooby. I don't think you can use them against the enemies, which is a bit unfortunate, because it could potentially be useful for taking out a bunch of rats. But after we're done up here, we can make our way down this super exciting slide. This is not the main slide of the level, but it is a very fun one, in my opinion. Some Scooby snacks down along the way, if you're low on health, or if you just feel like collecting them. So I'm kind of confused as to what sort of amusement park this actually is. Obviously it's like the Guitar Girls place, but like, what's up with all these cliffs? Like, what is the amusement for this part? I mean, you do have the water slides, but I don't really understand this layout unless the Guitar Girl messed everything up, which maybe he did. It would explain the Haunted Mansion, although this is a lot of damage just for like, a couple days. So I don't know. There's this little area back here. I don't think there's any snacks from rubber. From what it looks like, it's maybe just there's a shark over there. For what it looks like, there's maybe just like was gonna be something there at some point. Then they removed it. It could have been a good spot for an ingredient, but then they decided to move it, perhaps. So here's some more climbing, unfortunately. This one does seem a bit easier than the ones in the Haunted Mansion. And we have more Jack-in-the-Boxes, which are not really that big of a threat, especially with the warning they give you. You do want to be kind of careful about skipping mother. I believe there's a mother ingredient machine at the end of the level, and you obviously always want to have the mother for that, because if you don't, then hope you can backtrack somewhere that does have some mother, and if you can't do that, then you're just going to have to replay the entire level. Which, in this case, it's not too big of a deal, because this is a really fun level. Anyways, I don't think I ever realized those snack boxes put you up to 100 Scooby snacks. I just always assumed it was like a dog tag you were picking up. But then you can head on up these, I think they're supposed to be drums. And up here, we get ourselves another water slide. And those barrels with the green stuff will explode, so just don't do what I did and be like, oh, let me just whack them. Because then you'll take some damage, and that's not always the best option for Scooby. So, you can kind of see the area right now, and I'll bring this up later on in the level, because there's something really interesting with, I guess, the view and whatnot. Here's our first clue over here. One thing I do want to say, in case I forget later on, there's a clue in this level that doesn't seem like it does anything, but make sure you don't forget what it did this time around, because after the next level, the clue fits into place, and then you'll be like, oh, that's what it did. And you just don't want to miss out on the item that you'll get. So, just be careful, you know? I don't know what he says. Does he say it's like Spider Woman or Fire Woman? I don't know. Kind of annoying to deal with when you don't have the Kung Fu costume. I don't really know what the bat costume's attacks are. I think you can do the spin attack with them, like this. And then the ability is to fly around. Other than that, I don't know if there's any special attack option for it. It's more so just for air traversal. So yeah, it's cool for the flying segments, but other than that, it is what it is. Here's our first food ingredient. Our first ingredient. I don't know, is it necessary to say a food ingredient? I think I said something about this last video. But it's gonna be some cabbage. Which, it's good that Scooby is okay with eating healthy. I know a lot of kids aren't always okay. And it took me quite a long time to become, like, good with eating healthy. Like, I always liked tomatoes and grapes and apples and bananas. But my vegetables were something more that I probably should have eaten better when I was younger. I eat pretty well now. But I never realized how good broccoli is. It is actually pretty good as far as a vegetable goes. I do like carrots better, but still, broccoli is bueno. And then, for some reason, some of these rats, the caves don't clog up. I don't know if that's because it's signifying that there's another rat hole somewhere around, or how that all works. That one clogged up, so I think that means there's no more rats. Or no, I guess not, because there's the rats over here. So I'm not entirely sure how that works, or why some of them don't clog up and others do. There's a kind of carefully hidden item in this area. You can go up here, and up here, and then I think drop down, maybe on this level, take out this crazy-haired lady. There's that weird back issue. Then jump down here, and here's our next clue, which appears to be a gear. I don't know why they have numbers on them. If anyone knows why the gear has numbers on them, I don't know if it's for like units of measurements, if it's based off of inches or something, or why there'd be numbers on a gear. Unless it's for placements, I'm not sure. If anyone knows, please let me know. I'm actually a little bit curious about that. Another Jack-in-the-Box here. And then I think it's either this level or the next one. It's got a kind of weird area inside of the level. I mean, it's fun to play around in, but it's like, it doesn't make the most sense in the context of the level, I guess. At least in my opinion. And for some reason the hole closed up there, so maybe you just have to beat all the rats around it, or I just needed to attack it one last time. I don't really know. Then we'll hop on up here, and we can take a long little zip wire down to here. And then you can kind of get a view of the water park and get this cheese. So, it's a very interesting looking water park, especially with the sharks and everything involved. No electric water though, which is a good thing. There's no kids around. I believe these guys are called strongmen for their enemy name. They have that little smash attack, and then they can attack you with the gosh, I can't think of the name of the instrument. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of the name. I don't know what they're called. It's just like not popping up. But to me, they're easier than those fire ladies. They just look threatening. That's all. So here is the level that doesn't exactly make a lot of sense in my opinion for this place. I get it's a water park, but is all this electrical stuff like necessary? I don't know. It's just, it seems like a handful. Like, unless this controls maybe the entire amusement park's like electricity and stuff. I don't know. It's something else. And there's of course dangling wires and missing flooring, which leads to nothing. And the alarm's going off, but nobody's taking care of it, which for some reason there's no security here. And a traffic's over here. Yeah, I don't really know what the deal is with this place, but it's clearly not very well maintained. And if I didn't know any better, I would say it was probably in this terrible shape before the Guitar Ghoul. So, thankfully for the park, they can just blame everything on the Guitar Ghoul. Maybe sue him, make a couple millions, and then they'd be fine probably. But I don't know what happens after this world, but hopefully someone's got good lawyers. So we got a little bit of an enemy challenge here, taking out some rats, and I think there's going to be some of the strongmen maybe. And maybe the fire. Yep, there she is. So you can use the energy balls to kill them right away, or demobilize them, like that. And then they go down pretty easily with combos too, so whatever you feel like doing to take care of them, it's Gucci. I think I used that word right. I don't think there's anything else over on this platform. This is, aside from that trap piece and the second clue, this level's pretty good at, like, being able to uncover, like, secret ingredients and stuff, the clues. It's not like that haunted house where you actually have to, like, push the bookshelves and figure out how on the sand hill you get anywhere. So it's all good. After the amusement park, we're actually going to be visiting a museum, which I don't remember too much about. I don't think it's super difficult for finding ingredients, although last time I played I was like probably 12 or so. So we'll just have to see how that all goes. You can use your energy balls to take care of these strong dudes. Quite a few of them for some reason, so it makes you wonder what the Guitar Ghoul is hiding here exactly. Perhaps it's some candy, perhaps it's a guitar. I don't really know. Then we can just keep on making our way forward. Destroying mother boxes in the way. And another thing that you want to have mother for is the costume machines. Although I believe that you can backtrack for the costume machines, and there's always going to be some way they can at least get the costume going. And maybe it would be the same for the ingredients too. I guess it just depends on how everything's laid out, whether or not you can backtrack or not. And it looks like there's like a yellow light down there. I don't think that is anything. Just, I don't know, maybe you were allowed to swim back down there before the Guitar Ghoul? I don't know. This place is like a severe violation of probably many health codes, building codes, whatever you want to call it. Like that Scooby made the same voice there. Same voice line. So, we're about to lose the Kung Fu outfit, which is sad, but it's okay, because Scooby's fine on his own, you know? He gets such a popular following just by being a normal dog, you know? Pull hats out of his pull tricks out of goodness gracious. Pull hats out of his tricks. No, pull tricks out of his hat that he doesn't have. Okay, so it's been a few minutes since we've got another item, so I believe there's some ingredients up here. And one thing that's always struck me as a little odd is the boss fights aren't nearly as difficult as some of the levels are. Which, maybe... I don't really know. I don't know why that is, actually. The dragon was pretty easy. Although, when I was younger, I definitely perished a few times to him. I don't remember having any difficulty with the guitar ghoul. I know you have to like knock spiders into him, but I don't remember dying to him. I just perished. But I don't know. The bosses are definitely toned down compared to Night of 100 Frights, which I could definitely see there be complaints coming from that game, just because the bosses were like a little difficult. Although I don't know where they would have talked about that game. I know there's some pretty old forums, like Neo Seeker, I think that's what it's called. Maybe even GameFAQs was around back then. And there's some other forums as well, but I don't know. It's just... I don't know. I don't know why you can't step on that. It looks like you'd be able to jump on that platform, but for some reason you can't. I'm just falling all over the place here. Anyways, with all that falling out of the way, yeah, some of these platforms are really deceiving. There's no collision boxes with the, I actually don't know what those things are called down there, but it looks like you could step on them, right? But for some reason you can't. Which, I kind of wonder, like, what was all scrapped in this game? I haven't really seen any beta content before. And if anyone knows of any beta elements or anything for this game, please let me know, because I'd be curious to see, like, what was all scrapped and, like, maybe even hidden areas in the levels, because I don't know, there's just, feels like there's a lot that could have been scrapped. Here's some cotton candy. Hidden in these little alcoves, which I wonder what they're for. Maybe for taking cover if anything ever explodes? I don't know. I also don't know why there's these like hazardous barrels all over the place. Seems a little dangerous. And we gotta ride around the magnetized platforms to jump onto the bigger platforms. And perish there again. But it's alright, because I got the gist of those things now. One thing I am pretty grateful about in this game is the checkpoints. I do really appreciate that they don't make you restart the entire level if you fall, because that would be such a pain. But maybe not on all the levels, because some of them are pretty fun, but some of them just, whew, you know what I mean? They're just horrendous. I believe we're almost done with this area. I think that's the worst of it, if you'd like to call it that, out of the way. I got another clue over here. And then some of you guys might be getting concerned with, like, where are the rest of the items for this level? Don't worry, there's 2 items coming up on the water slide. So everything's gonna be alright. Assuming I don't die. Very fortunate that those spinning attacks don't kill you. I don't know what that was. It looked like a tomato. But we'll see after the level's over if it actually is a tomato or not. It'd be weird to have a tomato clue. Okay, so now we're gonna head on this direction. And there's another Jack-in-the-Box. I think the Samuel puts all these, like, in this room. What is it supposed to do? Scare you? I mean, even Scooby's not very fazed by it. Jump on up here. This just seems so dangerous. Like, there's no railings on any. I don't know. It seems like it's a super health violation, or whatever you want to call it, whatever the name is, to have all this stuff like this. You can see the guitar Joe laughing up there, which I never realized before. But evidently he thinks something is extremely funny. Okay, I think this is the end of the level. Oh, before the water slide, I should say. So I think the next room is just where we get the bat costume. So we'll just slide on over here, get a guitar thingamajig. And I don't know what this is for. I guess for backtracking purposes? In case you missed the clue, maybe? I don't know. Feels a little random. And I don't know why the purple lights were there, because I'm pretty sure you would have lost the Kung Fu costume a long time ago. Then we'll fly on up here in just a sec. Just check out the room, make sure there's nothing in here. Besides Scooby Snacks. Then we just hold the jump button, and Scooby will take flight. You always want to check your surroundings, make sure you don't miss anything. And head on over here. I believe there is a ingredient just way at the top in here. I think that's some fish. Yeah, the fish. And Scooby doesn't have any comments for some reason. And now begins the fun part.
There you are, Raggy. Hey, Scoob. Boy, am I glad to see you. Look what I found. A giant water slide. So what do we do now?
I know! Let's have a sing-along!
Zoinks! The guitar ghoul!
So, this slide took me bajillions of attempts. It was just horrendous. Anyways, there's gonna be a little mini video in the corners that shows when you get some of the ingredients. This is just... I love this slide and everything. It is just way more difficult than I remember it. This is the time that I actually completed the slide in one sitting. But my goodness, this was something else. Just... I don't know if it's in part the controls are a little goofy, because like even the littlest, I don't know if that's a word, littlest, the smallest little movement will cause you to like drift so much, but it was just something else. But other than the controls, I really like this water slide still. Maybe I like the sewers level a bit better, but still this is pretty fun.
That's what you get for going head-to-head against the guitar ghoul.
Thankfully, got everything in the level. 47% complete.
Hey guys, like we found someone. Nikki Starlight, right?
Please, call me Nikki.
Like she was the Guitar Ghoul's girlfriend.
So why are you here, Miss Starlight?
Like you, I'm trying to find out what's happening here. I can tell you this much. The Guitar Ghoul would never harm anyone. He couldn't possibly be behind this.
Even though the clues say otherwise? Help!
That sounds like Daphne. Daphne?
It sounds like she's in the circus area.
This is a tour album for a band called Deaf Potatoes. Hey, doesn't the lead guitarist look like Alvin Wiener? That seems to be part of some food stand decoration. Maybe it's a clue to the Guitar Ghoul's hideout.
So it was a tomato. I was right.
This seems to be part of the park's electrical system. Maybe the Guitar Ghoul used it to control the attractions. This is a key to a souvenir stand. Maybe that's where the Guitar Ghoul is hidden. Come on, Scooby. We've got to find a way into the circus.
Alright, so now we can get to some of the clue goodies, which I
thought she
believe
was
are all
with
just
you guys.
ingredients.
Shaggy, Scooby, check out the circus. We've got to find her.
Okay. I don't remember how you get up to that broccoli, because I don't think there's a clue for that.
Carrots.
I'm assuming you just glide from up by the burger to get it? But I'm not sure. I kind of wish your health, like, regenerated when you were in this little hub area, but oh my goodness, that's the lady from what was that episode called? A gaggle of galloping ghosts or whatever.
Hey,
I think that's what it's called, or close to
Hey,
it.
Scooby-Doo.
You're a good dog. Yes, you are.
Dog? Where? Oh no, like a circus. You know what that means, Scoob? Evil clowns. Clowns? Oh no. Oh.
Hey, Scooby.
I like that Daphne, just like danger-prone Daphne, that's a thing, because she always gets kidnapped by everything, and it's
I
like,
got an onion.
goodness gracious, Daphne, really? Like, she gets kidnapped so often, and it's ridiculous. This is what I was talking about earlier. There is, currently, like, it doesn't look like this does anything, it just leads up to this roof. But there's a clue we'll be getting in this next level that will actually give us a reward for this, so just make sure you get both clues, and you'll get a reward. You can probably guess what it is. Maybe not, though. And I think there's one more clue that I missed. Or not clue, ingredient. And in this next level, we're actually going to be encountering an enemy from Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
What's up, Scooby-Doo?
Which is, I believe, is only the second enemy from Where Are You in this game? With Zentuo, or whatever his name is, being the first.
Smells like you found some food. Some cabbage for vitamins. Carrots for our eyes. Like you can never have too much cheese. Like this isn't quite complete yet. We should add more ingredients. Cotton candy. Now that should dress up this dish. Fish, brain food. We need plenty of that. Some marshmallows for texture.
These stews do not look good at all, but if it gives Scooby a dog tag, awesome. And we'll add the onion.
Smells delicious.
Alright, so that's gonna do it for this video. I want to thank you guys all for watching, and in the next video we're gonna go explore the circus. Thank you.